Reggae Interviews. Word Sound Power.
This is DJ 745, live and direct here at Mount Debrazit Records on Gordon Town Road here in Kingston, Jamaica, sitting beside Lila Ike. Good to see the eye once again.
Yeah man, blessings. I remember the last link up was a great one, so we give thanks again, you know?
I mean, 2019 I think was such a powerful year for not only the music of Lila Ike but all the other females that are currently making a big wave at the moment. How do you see 2019 from your perspective?
Yeah man, 2019 was that that breaking of the ice, you know? The whole establishment that, okay, something is really actually happening in Jamaica. You know, from everybody, I personally feel like last year we got a lot of, newcomers who did really great. We get whole heap of good music, and then you don't know when you think about the women, not that we're any different, like our capabilities are not any different than men. So even sometimes when people call it, say, women in music, I sometimes like, is it a case where the thing say we can't do this? But big ups to Coffee. You don't know, she go out there and for her first project, in our like the first year of its release and everything, she get a Grammy. And that's a great achievement for our culture in general. For a 19-year-old walk up and go collect a Grammy at this time in music, it's an amazing thing. And for me personally, as a woman, as an artist, you can understand, say it's a great drive.
True.
This is somebody that I met who let me know how much them rate my music, and I can, just get energy from her just like I've given her to. So it has been an extremely great year, and I feel like because of all of that now, we have a lot of attention in Jamaica now. So you're going to find that a whole heap of investors and label deals and all of them things they're going to start come this way, which, we see that in the past already, which was really great for us and our culture. So we welcome it into 2020, said we,
Now 2019 was also the time when you did some of your first solo tours overseas as well. Tell us how those vibes were. So we saw you in the summer in Reggae Jam, and then you came back in the winter as well.
Yeah man, last year for me was definitely one of the better years, one of the best years of my career thus far. It's definitely the most I've traveled. So with the solo tours now, because I've been on, the first time I went on tour with Protege was in 2017. At that point I only had one single, so I was just going up in his set to do one song. And in 2019, 2 years later, I can be performing at Ratata main stage, prime time, my own 1 hour set, which was extremely amazing, and that in itself brought about whole heap of just attention and highlight for me as she really has something special. So going on tour by myself for the first time was a different experience. When we're up on the road with Protege, it's a different thing. I'm not the boss. I don't run what happens. I'm just here to play my part. But when I'm my tour, I have to make sure say everything go well. I have to make sure say I'm making sound check. I have to be the one setting an example for the band members. I also got the opportunity to bring a lot of young people when me come up with as musician. My guitarist Genius, I actually went to high school with him. He was like a year or two younger than I am, and it was a joy to be able to bring him on the road. Casper! I Casper that? Yeah, that man the produce where I'm coming from. So it was a joy for bring him on the road and all of vibes, and amongst other, really great creatives. And we did Ratatam, Reggae Jam, whole heap of really great festivals that give me some good vibes for sure.
And then after the summer sunshine in Europe, you came back to Europe in winter. How did you find the cold?
Boy, I don't think I want to come back to Europe again in the winter, Feel like me have to go breeze Europe in the winter, God know, cause I went back in the winter to do a sound system tour. Smaller venues, because you don't know it's not festivals anymore, but that in itself was a great experience, because we don't know, so the sound system culture is a prime part of our Jamaican music. That is where it started, music are playing at the dance still, people start perform it and record the tune them with them a DJ around the sound system. So for me to be able to show, that level of versatility there, where it's not just limited to the stage, I can definitely go around a sound system and freestyle and whole a vibe. That was fun. And I went to some different places. I think my favorite show from that run was Paris and Italy. Okay. It was amazing vibe.
Now, you just touched on sound systems. Now, sound system culture, I think, is very much alive in Europe. How do you feel that the sound system culture is here in Jamaica, though?
Yo, sound system culture is definitely here in Jamaica, you know. I mean, when I experience Kingston City, and then you go out and you experience the country, because I was born in the country, so from me little, from my idea, my knee, I'm experiencing just some big tall sound where about 3 times my size at the time, and may I watch it string up from scratch, and may I hear some music from, cause one thing with country people, you know, them give the music a chance to be heard and played. So them a play songs from way back in the day, come right up from start to end. You know, them a run out couple albums and them thing, the couple Dennis Brown, Toots and the Maytals, all sort of songs may experience. So sound system, and then you don't know, in the later part of the evening people start drawing near and the toasting start happening. In a Kingston City, I feel like Kingston right now, we have more live sessions than really sound system per se, where we have focus actually upon original sound system style. It's more like dances. So you have a dance every day of the week in a Kingston for sure. Wet Sundays, Uptown, Monday, Bossy, Tuesday. It's just a culture, but we're really focused on that, go around the sound and DJ thing there. It have to be a special event like a Dubwise or so for that to happen. And even Dubwise, me see I do live sessions now, which is fine. But you know, sound system in Jamaica is, I guess it's a case where we have become just conditioned to it, because we born and grow our thing. So when the European cities, and it's so exciting to them, because you find them gravitate some more to it. I got the opportunity to go to WOMEX, which is a World Music Expo. The Ministry of Jamaica, they flew me there to Helsinki to experience that thing. And when I went there, I started to learn a lot about how much, you know, our music evolving and how much impact it has on the world. And I never know say so much European sound systems exist, and like well put together, clean, like me see a sound spray in a gold and yellow, and it was just extremely beautiful, you know, just through going to the forums and learning all these things. So sound system in Jamaica they bout, but you know, when you have something, when you grow up and see beer mango in your yard, you're not gonna appreciate it as much as if you go foreign and see a strawberry tree, you know. Yeah.
True. Now, 2020, we're really excited because I know that you've recently been listed on the BBC One Extra Hot for 2020. Tell us what's happening music-wise, projects.
Yeah, man, big up BBC for that, the Hot for 2020 listing there. You know, it's great to be among other extremely dope artists too. So 2020 now, you don't know, is a new decade. With everything happening in music right now from us millennials, let's just focus on like young people for a while. The Coffee, the Savannah, even Protege, Chronics, all of them you find say it's just an exciting time, because even the music itself, you don't find a lot of just purist fans anymore. You know, when me just moved come to Kingston, majority of the people who listen reggae music at the revival of the Chronics and Protege, and they were slowly, you know, just adding a little bit of flavor to the reggae music where we know from back then, which can't, you know, that will never change. That's our thing for sure. That's our bread and butter. But when you see an artist like Coffee come now and make our own little spin on it, I just saw life go. Yeah, it's young people. We're gonna learn from the greats, and we're not gonna copy them and try do what they did. We're gonna do our own interpretations of it. And so naturally for me this year, you're gonna find a lot of not necessarily extremely pure reggae music, like purist, like one drop kind of vibe. We're gonna definitely be tapping into some different sounds, which is something me been like. I love soul music, R&B. You can hear those influences in the songs that I've released. But yeah, more music, more style, more vibes, just exciting. When I go into a studio now, I don't think, yeah, I'm gonna make some reggae songs. I think I'm gonna make some great songs, you know? That's where it is.
Now, last year you collaborated with Taurus Riley on the Blend project, Dangerous Waters. That was a big song that was produced by Izzy Beats. Now, I know that you are working on something with Izzy Beats as well, so we're kind of excited about that.
Yeah, I'm extremely excited about that track too. That's probably, I'd say, possibly one of the most mainstream songs I've done thus far. Okay. You know, when me feel like you can get on the mainstream market and, you know, get a lot of raised eyebrows like, yo, Lila that. Izzy is an extremely dope producer to work with. On top of the fact that he's a great beat maker. He also understands music, so him know key. Him can't tell me say Lila that kind of flat. Even sometimes I say, oh, you hear that? You know, like harmonies and them thing, the melodies is when you're in studio with somebody like Izzy, in studio with a real musician, and we don't have a lot of that anymore. You have people make rhythm and just sit down and wait for all of the creative pressure upon you to create something out of thin air, which is fine too, but so I got introduced to him through Protege, and then he told me that he's working on a song with Taros Riley, and Taros want me for dip on the song. So I went there the next day, listened to the song, came up with that song. Taros wasn't at the session. I think something did happen with him daughter, so we did have a lot of time on our hands, and him play a rhythm for me when him say him been want me here long time, and when he played it for me, that's how I come up with the song we have now, which is gonna be a very exciting song. It's gonna be like the first song we released for this year, and music video and everything, and just a bag of excitement with that song.
And what's the title of that song again?
Yeah, when I get an exclusive, you know that song, the name I Spy.
I Spy.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's definitely one that we're going to be looking out for here at Reggae Interviews. Now, aside from obviously working with Izzy Beats, is there anyone else that comes into the focus of your mind that you want to share with the viewers in terms of other projects?
Yeah, man, you have a lot of dope. Me like work with young people too, you know, because you know we are the new innovators. You get to me I say. So you have this young producer named JLL. You might know him from One Breadfruit, Chiching. Him also produced Savannah's Nobody Man, and Holy Powder tunes, Jazzy Lee's Fresh and Clean, big up Jazzy Lee's. Holy Powder song to sometime I have to say, yo, are you produce that? He's just so humble you wouldn't even know. So him as somebody where me start a song with him when I want kind of finish up, and which other producers may I work with? Protege himself, you know. You know, we have a song come out pan a little project coming soon that me and him work on too, and just whole heap of vibes, man. Who else? Winter James. Me have like 2 tunes me do with Winter I'm excited about. This other young producer named, can't remember what him name, but him produced Throne for Coffee.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a song that him and him writer, I have a writer who him work with the name Vision. Vision wrote the song for me sing, and he made the beat, and that's a really cool song too. A Shane him name? Boy, if you watch this, my general, you know the maths. You see me? Who feels it knows it, you know? That's the title of that one. So me have a little collective of tune I go release before me get into like album cycle. Yeah, man.
Now, you just mentioned the producer JLL. He was a collaborative producer on the Rock and Groove rhythm track. That's one of the big rhythm tracks that came out late in 2019. Sweet Inspiration doing such big things as well.
Yeah, man. Sweet Inspiration is a powerful set of songs. You know, coming from, you know, the face of women in music in Jamaica, as them like to call it. Much respect goes out to Savannah, Jazzy Lee's, and Naomi Cohen. Separate and apart from their talents, you know, they're actually really good people that I enjoy being in studio with. Great energy. We all aided each other. Well, me personally, me go in a studio with, cause me not necessarily like to sit down and write song. Me prefer just vibe out song. So I went in studio with like 1.5 of the song, and by the time everybody come at the studio, you know, we have the whole put together. So that was a great experience. Those songs are doing really well. You know, they might get a whole heap of circulation on Jamaican radio. And on top of that, I dropped it in my set when I was in Europe on tour, and it was extremely well received. It's one of my favorite songs to actually perform live, because it can fit quite a few Jamaican original reggae music tune them pan the rhythm set speed, so that's fun.
And I think the thing I really love about that Rock and Groove rhythm track is that originally I'm hearing Michael Prophet's Gunman in that.
Yeah, man,
a lot of people don't realise that.
You know, say I didn't even realize it, though. I was at rehearsal one time. I was rehearsing for Ratatam and Jazzwad. Okay. You know, from the UK. His band is who I was using, and him said to me, say, why you not sing Gunman? And I say, that can't fit pan it, and him start singing it, and I say, blow wow. It's bad, because usually me put on the yes, this love is like wildfire. That me the drop in it, and him say drop in the Gunman too, and that chill down Ratatam. So it's a great vibes, you know. Yeah, man.
Definitely seems like there's some big things happening. One last thing that I need to talk about is the tour that's coming up in April, the Lost Experiences with Protege.
Yeah, Lost Experiences tour, man. That's a very exciting tour. Something we've been planning in the last 2 years actually. When I first went on tour with him. So we're gonna be going to a few cities in Europe. I think we go Germany, Spain, Italy, Geneva, whole heap of places, Zurich, whole heap of places, and I get to open for him, doing my own, I think probably an hour set, singing new tunes, because by that time I think some new tunes supposed to be released by then, and even if it's not, we still gonna deliver it. And it's just great to share that experience there with him. He's my mentor. He teach me a lot of things, and we get to create together and then go out into the world and deliver it together. It's a true joy, and I'm exposed to his fans and can gain new fans and growth and everything, and him get a little bit of the people them to into my music, and it's just a mixture of vibes, and all of them things they're necessary as musicians. We have to proceed with a communal energy there, so we want to see more tours with even me, Chronix, Proto, Coffee, Sev. I'm pretty sure the world would love that. So yeah, man.
Well, look, Lila, we give thanks for your time today, but I like doing this kind of thing in Jamaica. I like putting people on the spot. You're sitting on a chair, you have a guitar in your hand, so let's do something live and direct.
Whoa, na, 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 na. A sweet inspiration, yes. When you speak to me, I hear a song. Every word you say feels like a poem. I would take you with me everywhere, listen to you every day. Oh gosh, my sweet, sweetest. When I feel like I can't do what I'm supposed to, and I can't even pick myself up out of bed, you come around with such good energy, fill my life with melodies. Oh gosh, yes, sweet inspiration. When you sing for me, I hold a vibe. Reggae interviews make me feel nice. I wanna take you with me everywhere, listen to you every day. Oh gosh, yes. Beautiful Wednesday evening, the sun is up and about, feeling nice and steaming. The sun is hot. Blessings are light, Yeah. Oh yeah, Progress on the guitar too. I've been practicing for probably 4 years. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Love is what we need. Love is what we see. Planting all these seeds of love, burning out greed. And we day up on the reggae interview, so them get a interview. Yeah, we day up on the reggae interview, and them get a interview. Na 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 na, na na na, na na.
Reggae Interviews. Word Sound Power.